From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
And this carries into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Right away, they're going to stack him up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the
nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a third down and 12.
Loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Here we go. 11.
A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. He was defensively Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
No gain.
Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
To number 14.
Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, 49ers nothing. Stephen Hauschka.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye. Sure, you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Taking a shot for Samuel, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Jet sweep. This is Beasley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Brings up
defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced a 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced a dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The kickoff for Buffalo.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
21. Check 26, check 26. Check it backer, check it backer.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
21.
On second down, Mostert. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Matt Milano on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. And he's got Sanu. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10. 49ers nothing.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
White. 21. Here we go.
Back to the running game with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Bills 10, 49ers 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short.
It got his man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's first and 10 from the 45. A shotgun handoff now to Yeldon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
From the gun, it's Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Complete.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Here's Singletary. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17, 49ers 7. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go.
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
By the Bills.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now with the play clock almost gone, Sean McDermott's going to call for a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Right there. 19.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bills 24, 49ers 7. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, we'll think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
21.
Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He's taken down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance. Reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. You mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was second in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
First and 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the in there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Made the tackle.
Nice play there by Ed Oliver. That's why he went 9th overall when he came out of Houston back in 2019.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on offense. It's going to be one, Omaha.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20,
Showtime today,
10. Baby. That he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Bills 34, 49ers 7. Stephen Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And my goodness, another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
At the 50-yard line.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Allen on the key.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now T.J. Yeldon. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Three yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Niners will go on offense,
5-yard line.
first and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, Charles, the good news, they got the stop defensively. The bad news, this is a huge hole that they're in right now. How do they start to dig out of it?
That's a great question because we're not even going to talk about how do they win it, right? We want to see how they can kind of claw back and at least make themselves feel better about the game because this one is likely out of reach, but maybe one possession at a time. Try and play a little bit better and have some respect when you come out of the game.
at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
58, 65, 55.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for, and that's caught inside the 30.
Is that it?
Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Bills.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Singletary. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Just shy of
in the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And they're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A carry there for Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5.
Down at the 20-yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
11. Hey, gun. He's checking. Crash. Take the edge. Come. You go tight. 12, fellas, here we go. You got tight right there.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Bills' 7-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. There's Garoppolo to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
34.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, it's Yeldon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He was tackled at the 40.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive. But sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right there, 54, right there.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Bills on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On the run, it's Yeldon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Yeldon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Again, the ball carrier.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number one stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. The Bills on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And that is incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Stephen Hauschka for the Bills field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now Garoppolo. He's airing it out for Sanu. And now here is another interception. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tartt.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 18-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Third down.
They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
5-yard gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes. And Singletary has it stripped. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it, a gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
First down. First and 10 at the 29.
Garoppolo on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
For Mohamed Sanu.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
He's got this to the rookie from ASU, Brandon Ayuk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you're talking about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those. So you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back, so they can get a lot.